This is your fuel filler. Your ignition key is for the fuel cap. This here is what they call AdBlue. You familiar with all that? Yeah. And you'll get a message on the dashboard to say it's time to. Lever is on this side there.
For opening the bonnet. Yep.
That's your lever there. Second lever's under there. Now, the water for the windscreen washers goes in there. Just take the cap off, and there's actually a little funnel that you can slide out as well. You've got brake fluid, coolant, power steering fluid. Accessing these, actually unscrew those. And there's your caps there. They may only be an item that gets done at servicing, but it's good at least to know where they are and how you access them. Engine oil goes in there, and the dipstick is there to check the oil level. Now, in the unlikely, hopefully, you don't have to, if you have to jump start the engine battery because something's been left on, the battery itself is under the floor in the cabin. There's a little cap here. The keys, who's got the keys?
Oh, they're in the ignition.
Are they?
Yep.
Just take the key, put it in that little slot there. That'll just undo the cap. And you put your red jumper lead on there, your black jumper lead on there, and that's to jump start it.
The great technologies that I'm seeing in a lot of the Jayco products to date is the rear view camera when you're driving along. Now, when trucks pass us or we pass trucks, we do get that little bit of movement inside the RV or the van. Great feature though, for trucks coming out behind you is the camera systems that we're seeing in these now.
That's right, so a dual camera system. You got one pointing straight out, just like you'd look in your rear view camera in your daily driver, and then one you flick across to that, look straight down at your bumper bar so you can squeeze into those tight spots.
We can't go anywhere without fuel. Where does the fuel go in the Fiat?
Fuel, as with all of our motorhomes, it is diesel. Open up the passenger side door.
And I'm guessing that little flap there is going to help me out with diesel and AdBlue. Now, what does AdBlue do in today's technology?
So AdBlue is a cool little additive available at all service stations now. So it's designed for better fuel economy as well as cleaner exhaust emissions.
Okay.
So it is cleaning all that dirty air that you're pumping out the back, so better for the environment.
Absolutely, and that's what we want to see. All right, I've heard there's great torque, there's great gears, there's lots of technical stuff. Let's have a look what this cab looks like inside, because I think judging by the outside, she's going to be pretty big. Welcome inside the Fiat Ducato. Tim, when it comes to luxury inside an RV motorhome, I think we have found it. First things first, we spoke about the rear-facing camera when you're driving. This is amazing technology.
Absolutely. So at the moment we've got it on that rear facing mode. To switch down to your bumper bar, V1, V2, straight down. So you can now see your tail lights, see right down and reverse nice and close into where you're
so
parking.
if you're in a tight little spot and you want to get your motorhome in nice and tight, that's really great technology.
It absolutely is, and so easy at the touch of a button.
Now, speaking of tech, the media center not only looks fantastic inside this Fiat, but the usability, it's really quite functional and quite easy to get through.
It is, absolutely. So it is a touchscreen, and you do have your navigation there, so all powered by TomTom, so good and reliable maps. It's going to take you anywhere.
If I'm traveling and I want to use my mobile phone, this is going to basically let me talk to the RV and call whoever I want.
Absolutely. It is all controlled through your buttons on the steering wheel, so you don't have to touch it. You do get the media function from your phone as well. Bluetooth it in, and you've got all your contacts, all your music at the touch of buttons on your steering wheel.
One thing we know here in Australia is it's either really hot or it's really cold. The air conditioning inside the Fiat is second to none.
Fully automatic climate control. No more playing with temperatures, playing with buttons, getting that right. Set it to your desired temperature. We've got it on 22 degrees and let it do it itself.
I want to stay down here because I've obviously got the 12 volt, we've got the USB connection inside, and they're tucked away, so they're not going to get any dirt or anything in it. But can you tell me about the lane assist and the hill control?
Absolutely. So if you are going down a bit of a steep incline and you want some of that control, this button here just allows the car to do the braking for you. It will use the gearbox, it will use the engine, and it will use the brakes as well.
One of the new features we're seeing is this lane assist in most modern cars, and great to have it in this type of vehicle as well.
Absolutely. So lane assist, you got two little lights up on the dash. This is new for this model. It does tell you if you've got that cruise control set and you're on a longer trip, it allows you to, you still got to focus, but if you do tend to drift, it's going to tell you.
And one last little button over here is the one with the T on it. It's not going to tell me the time, is it?
No, that one's not. That one is increased traction control. So that one allows you to drive on your gravel surfaces a little bit more off the road, off the beaten track, if you will. So hit that one and it will allow a little bit more slip than usual through an electronically controlled diff through to the front wheels via that 9-speed automatic.
Speaking of 9-speed automatic, nice little schmick little gear changer in there, and it's got this function called drive mode.
It does. So this is brand new and this is very exciting, the 9-speed transmission. Not only does it reduce your fuel economy, it's lighter, it's more reliable, but it allows you to select different drive modes. So just there we've got a mode button. It will allow you to select a power mode, an eco mode, or for normal driving, normal.
Great little function inside the Fiat. Now, just taking a look at the full leather steering wheel that you've got there. So if you've got those big long trips, you know, there's nothing worse than trying to hang onto a steering wheel that's just not comfortable. Inside the Fiat Ducato, this looks and feels super comfortable with all the devices that you need at your fingertips.
It is. So brand new, again, for this model, full leather. As you touched on, you've got all your functions there for telephone. You've got your cruise control down here. Now, being a European vehicle, you do have the blinkers on the opposite side, so you are excused for bumping the wipers every now and then, getting from your daily if it was a Japanese, but you'll only do it a few times and then you'll be into it.
Also, just want to touch on this because it's great. I am actually swiveling inside the chair, inside the cab. What that does, it just opens up so much more room. You don't just have the front-facing seats. We can spin around and actually have more people inside the RV.
It is. It turns your cab into part of the rest of the motorhome. So lever down here, grab it, and it will move around and swivel. Locks back into place for safety, and you got your armrests as well. Fully adjustable armrests, up and down, makes driving along